Network. Today's game is made possible by these sponsors: Whitaker Bank, Thoroughbred Express Auto Wash, Stewart Powell Ford Mazda, Farmers National Bank, Thompson Service Center in Harrodsburg, CC Auto Parts and Service, Essity, First Financial Bank, Lee's Famous Recipe, Bob Allen Motor Mall, Linda Wilson Realty, Intercounty Energy Cooperative, Morris Baseball Academy, Nesco Resources, Community Trust Bank, Sutton Pharmacy. Today's game is a sports presentation of the Hometown Radio Network and heard live around the world on internet-connected devices everywhere at hometownlive.net.
Last night, it was Danville beating Garrett County 6-2 at Admiral Field, and now 24 hours later, the two teams turn around and make their way to Lancaster, and for the first time in our broadcasting careers, Rick, we get to see this brand new Garrett County Golden Lion Field. Good evening, everyone. Joe Mathis alongside Radio Rick. We're in the press box here at Golden Lion Field, a brand new baseball field on the brand new athletic complex right next to Garrett County High School. It is state of the art. It's beautiful, and the weather matches it. It's a beautiful night for baseball. Going to be in the upper 70s at first pitch, and a 45th district rivalry between Garrett County and Danville. And you look over the last couple of years, 2023 and 2024, the two seasons before this one, no one really in the region has been hotter than Garrett County baseball. 48 wins over the last two seasons before this one, tied for the most in the 12th region. They host Danville tonight in the second leg of this doubleheader. We step aside for the national anthem. Back in 2 minutes for the starting lineups on Z105.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. They have the reliability and durability and versatile lineup to help you do it all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
Water and electricity, two things that make our lives easier and better. But as valuable as each one is, together they can be deadly. Water is a conductor of electricity, and if you're standing in water or wet while using an electrical appliance, you could be shocked or electrocuted. Keep all electrical appliances away from water and make sure your hands are dry when using appliances. For more information, contact your electric cooperative.
And that's Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
At Thoroughbred Express in Danville, they provide an unparalleled service experience with top-quality car washes every day. They're all about building lasting, trusting relationships with their customers who always come first. That's why they've crafted the perfect car wash experience, one that their customers will enjoy for years to come. Thoroughbred Express offers special membership packages, and just for $10, your first month is covered. Enjoy unlimited washes at a great price. Visit Thoroughbred Express today, located on Houstonville Road, Danville.
Jade Jordan. I live in Lawrenceburg. I worked with Miss Christy Welch. Oh my gosh, it was perfect. She made everything completely smooth. She knew nothing about the home buying process. It was me and my husband's first home. Walked us through every single step and truly treated us like we were family. Answered every question. She looked out for things in the houses, truly listened to what we wanted, found things that fit us. Truly felt like a friend after the process.
Welch Homes Real Estate. Welcome home with Welch Homes.
Joe Mathis alongside Rick Schobel live from Golden Lion Field. It's Garrett County and Danville, Game 2 between these two teams. Danville took Game 1 yesterday by a final score of 6-2. And the Linda Wilson Realty starting lineups brought to you by Linda Wilson Realty on Legion Drive in Mercer County. See why selling Mercer and the surrounding counties is what Linda Wilson Realty does best. Starting off with the visiting 14-5 Danville Admirals, and with their starting 9, here's Radio Rick.
All right, leading off, number 5, center fielder KJ Dismuke. Batting second, number 15, shortstop Hayden Foster. Batting third, number 2, doing the pitching, Fox Spears. Batting cleanup, number 6, doing the catching, Wyatt Gale. Batting fifth, number 29, first baseman, Dyron Moody. Batting sixth, number 7, third baseman, Noah Cross. Batting seventh, number 4, left fielder Dylan Kruger. Batting eighth, number 1, second baseman Levi Doyle. Batting ninth, number 20, right fielder Nathan Doyle.
That's 1 through 9 for the Danville starting lineup. They'll go against this Garrett County 9 who lines up like this. Defensively, Trey Graham is in left field. He will not hit today, but he is playing left field defensively. Center field is Jaden No, and right field is Justin Parsons. At third base is Hans Mobberly. At shortstop is Corbin Folger. At second base is Brady Reeser. First base, Logan Quinn. Behind the dish is Logan Anderson. And on the mound tonight for Garrett County is the junior Zachary Stacy. This is his 6th game. 5 of those have been starts, 24 innings pitched, 18 hits, 14 runs. Just 8 of those are earned, 12 walks. He is a strikeout pitcher, 44 Ks in 24 innings, a 1-2 record, a 2.33 ERA. The next pitch he throws, we pitch number 419 on the season for Zachary Stacy. Logan Anderson will come back behind home plate. Garrett County in their maroon hats with the golden GC across those hats. The white tops to match, the white shorts, white pants. They're not wearing shorts in baseball.
You're the one wearing shorts.
Yes, the Garrett, and I'm gold in this press box. Garrett County, Garrett in maroon across the chest. First pitch from Zachary Stacy is low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. First pitch time, 5:59. The 1-0 from Stacy is over the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. I remember watching Zachary pitch last year multiple times. He is about as quick a worker as you can find on the mound. He does not mess around. The 1 ball, 1 strike pitch to Dismukes over the outside corner, and it's quickly 1 ball and 2 strikes. Garrett County and Danville, the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch from Stacy. Bounce towards second base as Reeser is in on a couple of hops. We'll get a good friendly bounce off that infield turf and swing it over to first base to Logan Quinn. 1 up and 1 down for Danville here in the top half of the first. That'll bring up Hayden Foster.
I want to give a shout out to Athletic Director Mark Centers. Thank you so much for carrying this heavy chair up for this old fat man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we were trying to get basically directions where to park from T. Ellis before this game began. First pitch is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. First time we've been here to Garrett County's new baseball field, and we were just kind of unaware. Where do you park? What's the best way to get in? 1-0 is over the outside corner, 1-1. Tell you what, Zachary Stacy does not want us to tell stories in between pitches.
No.
I can tell you that much. It's a broadcaster's dream, though. Pitcher to work quickly on the mound. 1 ball and 1 strike to Foster. Outside, it's 2-1.
His fielders like that, too, because they're on their toes, not on their heels.
2 balls and 1 strike. Hayden Foster was the one on the mound yesterday in the win for Danville over Garrett County. The 2-1 is low. 3 balls and 1 strike. I think it was Stacy that pitched in the game at Boyle County last year where it just flew by with him on the mound. 3-1 is over the inside corner, called strike. It's 3-2. Foster was about a quarter of the way down to first base, thought he had drawn ball 4. Instead, he'll do a U-turn and head back in the right-handed batter's box. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You better swing at anything close on this pitch.
3-2, fastball swing and a miss. He does, and Stacy blows it by him. A fastball elevated up out of the zone, and Foster is dispersed on strikes, and the 2-out batter is Fox Spears. Danville had 7 hits in the game last night against Garrett County from 7 different players. The only 2 that did not get hits in last night's game were their 2 best hitters, when you look at the statistics, at least. That's Fox Spears for Danville, who went 0 for 3 in last night's game. Fox, a .439 hitter. And in the on-deck circle, Wyatt Gale, who went officially on a scorecard 0 for 0. He drew 3 walks in last night's game. First pitch to Spears is low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. So the Hanover College commit Fox Spears, big tall lefty who digs in. The 1-0 inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Spears is trying to slow him down a little bit. He's out of the batter's box. Now he's in.
2 balls and no strikes to Fox Spears. .439 for Fox. 2 home runs, 22 driven in. That one's a little bit low. 3 balls and no strikes. 2 up and 2 down for Zach Stacy in this top half of the first. Got a ground out from Dismukes and a strikeout of Foster. But he's fallen behind 3 balls and no strikes. Garrett County in this brand new field, it's 315 to the corners, 335 to the alleys, 355 to dead center. That one is center cut right down the middle. It's 3-1 to Fox Pierce. Hitters count 3-1 inside. Past Anderson behind the dish. It rolls to the backstop, and that's ball 4. So Spears takes first base on the 2-out walk from Zachary Stacy. That'll bring up Wyatt Gale, who will take his time, unbuckle his shin guards. Wyatt, the starting catcher for Danville, was keeping his shin guards on just in case Fox
Yeah, what
into the
kind
top
of
of the first.
confidence is that? You keep your shin guards on.
Danville in their visiting blue tops with the V-neck, the Admirals in cursive and black font across the chest, outlined in white, black numbers in the front and back. They've got gray pants with a blue pinstripe down the side and high blue socks for some of those players, including Wyatt Gale. That one scoots by Anderson and a fastball inside, and will move Fox Spears up to second base in a wild pitch by Zachary Stacy. So Stacy worked quickly through Dismukes and Foster. Now he's missed out of the zone 4 of his last 5 pitches, as that one gets by Anderson. 1 ball and no strikes. Wyatt Gale, the junior backstop for Danville, 4-15 as he takes high and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 home runs, 21 driven in for Wyatt Gale this year. Danville bats .310 as a team. Garrett County at .283 as a team. That one popped up left-hand side. Will drift into the outfield. Trey Graham looks up at the Lancaster sky back near the warning track and makes the catch for out number 3. That ball did have a lot of carry to it, but Danville gets one on. They leave one on as Zachary Stacy gives up a 2-out walk, but no harm, no foul. We played the top half of the first. Danville scoreless. Garrett County is coming up on the Hometown Radio Network.
Now open, Golden Line Barber Shop, locally owned and operated in the Square, Lancaster, accepting both walk-ins plus appointments. Mark offers haircuts, straight razor shaves, hot towels, and more. Golden Line Barber Shop is thrilled to serve Garrett and surrounding counties. For your appointment, go online to Instagram or by using the Vigaro app or call 859-304-5055. Best of luck, Golden Lions, from Golden Line Barber Shop on the Square in Lancaster.
The Garrett County Extension Service is your source for agricultural, family and consumer science, and 4-H programs in Garrett County. The Extension Service offers programs such as soil and hay sampling, food preservation, cooking classes, and a multitude of 4-H clubs. Kayla and Eric encourage you to stop by and check out what the Extension Service can do for you. We are located south of Lancaster on Highway 27. Good luck to the Garrett County High School team. Go Lions!
At Stuart Powell Ford Mazda, we are proud to be your hometown dealer for many reasons. Selection, service, convenient location, and our people. Your friends, family, and neighbors. Since 1949 at Stuart Powell, we make it easy. Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. Visit us on the bypass in Danville or online at stuartpowell.com.
Zachary Stacy gives up a 2-out walk, but it doesn't come back to hurt him, and leaves that runner on second base after a wild pitch. And now Garrett County will swing the bat. It's Corbin Folger, Jaden No, Logan Quinn, 1, 2, and 3. Zachary Stacy, Hans Mobberly, Justin Parsons, 4, 5, and 6. Logan Anderson, Brady Reeser, and I am missing Mason Agee from my lineup. We'll call that an E11, an error on the broadcaster. E10 would be the umpire, E11 on the broadcaster. So, Rick, I've got to go back and I've got to write Mason Agee's name on my scorecard. I somehow inadvertently left his
Where's
name
that
off.
go?
Agee's batting 8th in the lineup today. He's the DH. Wears number 28.
And what's his name again?
Mason Agee. And then Brady Reeser will bat 9th for Garrett County today. You know, we get here early enough to make sure we don't make mistakes like that, and by golly, we did it anyway. I'll take the blame for that one. So again, it's Folger, No, Quinn, 1, 2, and 3, Stacy, Mobberly, Parsons, 4, 5, and 6, Anderson, Agee, and Reeser, 7, 8, and 9. They'll go against Fox Spears in this Danville defense, who lines up like this. Kruger in left field, Dismukes in center, and Nathan Doyle is in right field. And Noah Cross at third base, Hayden Foster at shortstop, Levi Doyle at second, Dyron Moody at first base, Wyatt Gale behind home plate, and it is Fox Spears, the Hanover College commit, the senior, who's on the mound tonight for Danville. Fox in the season appearing in game number 7. This is his 5th start, 25 and a third innings pitched, 22 hits, 19 runs, 8 earned, 10 walks, 27 Ks and 25 and a third, a 2-1 record, a 2.21 ERA. First pitch fastball is high and outside to Corbin Folger, 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch number 411 on the season for Fox Spears. We saw him last week against Boyle County. He did struggle a bit in that game. Rebels did sweep the back-to-back doubleheader against Danville last week. High and outside, 2 balls and no strikes.
Did you count every one of his pitches?
In that game or this season?
No, the season.
No, I don't have to. Danville did it for me. Reporting the stats to KJSA. 2 balls and no strikes. That one is high and inside, I guess. It's two of them that look like could have been called strikes, but were called balls by the home plate umpire. That's Ron Gant, not the Ron Gant behind home plate. Different Ron Gant, not the one that pops in your head when you hear the name Ron Gant. 3 balls and no strikes. That one, bunt shown. Right down the middle, called strike, and Folger tosses his bat aside, and we'll have to go back and get that bright yellow sticky swings. 3 balls and 1 strike. It's Ron Gant behind home plate. Nick McBride on the base paths.
Nick McBride in the ride.
3 balls and 1 strike to Folger. That one is a fastball over the
he
outside
called
corner.
that a strike.
And he tossed the bat aside even further that time, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think he did. I think it was because he threw the bat the last time.
Yeah, that one was nowhere near
No,
being,
that was way outside.
being anywhere closer than some of the others that were called balls in this at bat. But now it's a full count, 3-2 to Corbin Folger. Fastball is low and inside. Can't call that one a strike. Folger will toss the bat aside. This time he'll have himself a leadoff walk. He stands on first base, and that'll bring up Jaden No. And we're talking with C.J. Lynn, the Danville head coach, earlier this week. I talked to him Monday mornings in the morning show, and he had mentioned, just the sheer number of walks that Danville had. They had 20 walks when you include the 1-hit batter they had as well. 20 free passes, essentially, they gave Boyle County hitters in those back-to-back games last week versus the Rebels. And now they start off here with a leadoff walk to Folger. Here's Jaden No, squares around, shows
nice
bunt, gets a
bunt.
good one down the third baseline as Cross fields those to first base in time as Moody stretches out on that first base bag to make the catch. Sacrifice bunt by Jaden No, and a beauty. He moves Folger up to second base. 1 gone here in the bottom half of the first. And that'll bring up Logan Quinn.
Boy, that was a textbook bunt. Put it perfectly right down the third base line.
Quinn, the big Garrett County first baseman. He is a senior, 333, 1 home run. He's driven in 11 this year. Does lead Garrett County in the RBI category. RBI number 12 is out there at second base in the form of Corbin Folger. First pitch breaking ball is inside. 1 ball and no strikes. It's Garrett County team that won 24 games last year and lost quite a bit of firepower in the way of seniors graduating from last year's team. Obviously, Merritt Graham, the big one, the ace on Garrett County staff last year, the 1-0 to Quinn. That ball grounded left-hand side, through into left field for a base hit. Folger will get the stop sign from T. Ellis as Kruger comes up throwing from left. It's a single for Logan Quinn. First hit of the game for either team. Quinn's on first base, runners in the corners, and 1 gone. And Garrett County's got something cooking early in the bottom half of the first. Here's Zachary Stacy.
Folger may have been able to score, but he held up. Not sure if the ball was going to be caught by the shortstop or third baseman, and he waited. He didn't have enough momentum. Time left fielder came and threw the ball in.
Yeah, obviously, if you're on second base, ball hit in front of you, you got to hold to make sure that.
Yeah, you don't want to be that out to lead the lead runner there.
Yeah, make sure the ball's going to make it in the left field. Runners in the corners and 1 gone for Zachary Stacy, who can help himself out. Stacy digs in that right-handed box. Runners in the corners. 1 out. First pitch fastball is over the outside. Corner strike 1 to Stacy. 321. He's driven in 8 this year for Garrett County. Rick, we started off this season, the first 4 games of the year, rained out or cold weathered out or whatever it may be. Throw it to first base, and back in time is Logan Quinn.
Almost had him leaning.
And since then, we're 5 for 5. This being the 5th broadcast of the year in a row that we've been able to get through. We had 3 of them in a row last week, and then you had the softball game last night between Boyle County and Mercer County. Rick, which you were able to do in my stead, and I appreciate that. Ball bounced foul left-hand side over top of T. Ellis. It's no balls and 2 strikes to Stacy. Although I've got Miles Bell texting me, listening to us on Z105 tonight. Shout out to Miles. And he said there's a dark cloud hovering over Danville right now. Hopefully,
don't blow it over here, Miles.
Yeah, Miles. Keep it that way. Stop it. No balls and 2 strikes. Spears comes set from the stretch. Runners in the corners and 1 out. That ball bounced up the middle over as Doyle makes it on 1 hop over to first base in time. And it's a tailor-made 4-3 double play on a couple of bounces to Doyle. Takes it to second base himself, fires to Moody, and Danville's out of a jam. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We're through 1. It's Garrett nothing, Danville nothing on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
Now available at Farmers National Bank, free checking and a free gift. Simply open a new Farmers National Bank personal or business checking account and receive a free gift. Minimum required deposit is only $50. We make the process fast and easy. Call 866-888-0220 or stop into one of our 12 convenient locations. Farmers National Bank, with locations in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Perryville, Stanford, Liberty, and Middleburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Thoroughbred Express in Danville, they provide an unparalleled service experience with top-quality car washes every day. They're all about building lasting, trusting relationships with their customers who always come first. That's why they've crafted the perfect car wash experience, one that their customers will enjoy for years to come. Thoroughbred Express offers special membership packages, and just for $10, your first month is covered. Enjoy unlimited washes at a great price. Visit Thoroughbred Express today, located on Houstonville Road, Danville.
This is Laura from the Garrett County Public Library. We have a brand new bookmobile and we are ready for new bookmobile patrons. You can pick out books on the bookmobile or we can bring you a selection based on your preferences. Call us at 859-792-3424 or stop and visit us on the square in Lancaster.
Nothing as we begin this top half of the second. Danville and Garrett County scoreless. It's Dyron Moody, Noah Cross, and Dylan Kruger. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Admirals in this top half of the second, as former Garrett County head coach and now current Danville head coach C.J. Lynn makes that trot down the third base line and will set up in that third base coach's box. First pitch to Dyron Moody is over the outside corner. No balls and one strike.
CJ's got no memories here.
0-1 on his way to Moody. Grounded towards short, over, and a nice diving play down to his knees as Folger over first base. In time, and they got him. Folger ranging to his left, went down to one knee, kept the ball in front of him, gobbled it up and through to first base, and Moody getting it as quick as he could down the first baseline, actually slid head first, and the throw still beat him on a 6-3 ground out for out number 1. Here's Noah Cross. Good play by Corbin Folger, the sophomore. First pitch low and outside to Noah Cross. It's 1 ball and no strikes.
Folger said, I glove you very much.
Want to know the count? Well, sidearm delivery from Stacy, inside corner, 1-1. Zachary Stacy, the junior, bright pink glove. He holds chest high with that baseball. Throws right-handed. Turns, delivers quickly. The 1-1 is outside, 2-1. Again, like you're not going to find someone who works quicker than Zachary Stacy on the mound. Spears on Danville, a little bit more deliberate when he works. 2-1, breaking ball inside corner. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stacy was a big player as well for Casey McRae's Golden Lion basketball team. 2-2 on its way. Inside corner called strike 3. Cross tried to turn away and influence the umpire who wasn't having it. Strikeout number 2 for Zachary Stacy, the first one of the looking variety. And the screen, the video board to our left has the backward K that pops up on it. 2 gone. And here's Dylan Kruger.
What a beautiful complex here, Joe. They got Garrett tennis courts over here, the football fields. First time I've got to see it, baseball. This is just an absolute state-of-the-art.
First pitch to Kruger over the outside corner. It's 0-1. Yeah, the infield is turf. The outfield is natural grass. The 0-1 to the 8th grader, Dylan Kruger, misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Reminiscent of what Mercer County has done as well. Mercer County, with their brand new field, opened a couple of years ago. Infield turf. Outfield is grass. Kruger bops that one foul back behind home plate off the top of the screen. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes quickly to the 8th grader, Dylan Kruger. But it's a beautiful facility here.
Oh, the backdrop, it's just the whole grass and there's trees. It's really a nice setting.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Kruger will turn, Stacy turns, delivers to Kruger. 1-2 bounce right in front of home plate. Anderson nice on spot. 1 easy hop goes to first base for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, nothing doing. Top half of the second. Stacy's working quickly. Fox Spears will get his defense back on the field. We're scoreless through 1.5 on Z105.
You gotta go with Graceland. Graceland Air.
Graceland Air, a local HVAC company, offers a wide range of services and provides each customer with an effective and long-term solution in both heating and air conditioning repair. They're committed to excellence in every aspect, exceptional quality of service, high standard of integrity. You are the basis of their business, and they service all brands. Go online to graceland-ky.com for more information.
You gotta go with Graceland. Graceland Air.
Are you considering starting a business or expanding your existing business? Are you looking for a stable partner you can trust to help you understand your options? This is Ricky Peterson. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank at the Danville Main Street office. As a part of your community, I'm here to help you understand the best options for you today and in the future. Give me a call at 859-236-9822. Let me show you what Uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, Uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
We are back.
Thank you there, Radio Rick. It's scoreless bottom half of the second. Great intro. We're back. Yeah, we absolutely are. Had my headset off, was enjoying the sights and sounds here at Golden Lion Field. And bottom half of the second, we'll send up Hance Mobberly, Justin Parsons, Logan Anderson. That is 5, 6, and 7 for Garrett County in the bottom half of the second as Wyatt Gale throws down on a one-hop to second baseman Levi Doyle to begin this bottom half of the second. Look at the video board in left field, and it has Hance Mobberly on there, and it's got like his essentially video intro. He's holding up the Garrett County jersey, has his name flash across that screen as well, yeah. And when fans come here, they have the score card, essentially, inning by inning, and the runs, hits, and errors across the video board as well. First pitch from Fox Spears is outside to Hance Mobberly, 1 ball and no strikes.
So if people are keeping score here, they don't have to.
You don't have to at all.
Yeah, he's doing it for you.
Now, if you're keeping score at home, congratulations to you.
Condolences to you.
1-0 to Mobberly. Ball grounded towards third. A couple of easy hops for Noah Cross, who throws to first high, but Dyron Moody's a big target over there and pulls that one down. 1 up and 1 down here in the bottom half of the second, and a 5-3 ground down brings up Justin Parsons. Danville won last night's game 6-2. 7 different Admirals had hits. Hayden Foster got the win for Danville in last night's game. Garrett County had 1 hit in last night's game despite scoring 2 runs. The only hit came on the second pitch of the game. Leadoff hitter Corbin Folger had a ground ball single to left. That ball grounded towards the left-hand side. Foster backhand play, long throw, and a dart across the diamond. 2 up and 2 down, a 6-3 ground out of Justin Parsons. And there's Logan Anderson. So the first hitter for Garrett County in that game yesterday got the only hit, a single to left, and then no hits after that. Garrett scored a couple of unearned runs, at least according to Danville's game changer in that game last night. 2-out batter Logan Anderson. Logan, the catcher for Garrett County, the junior, at .265. No home runs. He's driven in 4. As Spears delivers a big breaking ball over top of the head of Logan Anderson. 1 ball and no strikes.
That break didn't have break.
Garrett swept the season series last year over Danville. That second game that they played, Danville beat them 20-11 in that game last year. Outside corner called strike. It's 1-1. Garrett had 14 hits in that 20-11 win over Danville last year. It was the first 20-run game Garrett baseball had since they scored 23 in the season-opening win in the 2015 season versus Casey County. 1-1 is low. 2 balls and 1 strike. And, of course, that 2015 season was C.J. Lynn, the head coach of Garrett County, who led the Golden Lions that year to the region championship, 3 outs away from a region championship win and going on to the state tournament for the first time in Garrett baseball history. 2 balls and 1 strike. Fastball swing and a miss, 2-2 to Logan Anderson. I told this story last week when Danville and Boyle County played, but I was talking with CJ when they had that light delay, the Danville-Boyle County game last week at Danville.
Was he talking to you too?
He was talking back to me. Yeah,
okay,
actually, he was doing most of the talking. 2 balls and 2 strikes, swing and a miss. That one low into the dirt, and Wyatt Gale scoops it out, throws to first base for out number 3. I'll continue my story as we head towards the top half of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors. A 1-2-3 inning for Fox Spears. Stacy and Spears are dueling. We head to the top half of the third on Z105.
At CC Auto Parts and Service, we take pride in meeting needs of our customers. The agricultural folks in Mercer County will be in full swing, preparing their crops for harvest. Michelle Kokenair brings expertise and many years' experience in the farm machinery parts business. Stop by today or call 734-9515, 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service is the difference. We get it.
Hey folks, Chrysler Cowboy here. When I started my journey in the automotive industry, learned 3 valuable lessons. 1, have a good product. 2, treat people with respect. And 3, make sure it's a fair deal for everybody. I'm proud to call Anderson County my home, and at Chrysler Lawrenceburg, we want to give you that down-home experience. We offer certified pre-owned vehicles that come with a lifetime engine warranty, free tire rotation with every oil change, and customer service that rivals the best anywhere around. Chrysler Cowboy. If you can't remember that, just look for the hat. It's where you need to be, folks. Chrysler of Lawrenceburg.
Top half of the third, Zachary Stacy's got Levi Doyle, Nathan Doyle, and KJ Dismukes standing in his way from a second straight 1-2-3 inning. As we start the top half of the third, the Doyle brothers and Dismukes. Stacy works on his third inning of work on the mound.
Anderson just about nailed Stacy in that throw down to second base. He had to duck. It was too close to his head.
A lot of games going on in the area tonight. This is just one of many. Boyle County is at Lincoln County tonight. Cross county lines. First pitch to Doyle is right in there. No balls and 1 strike to Levi Doyle. You got, of course, Gamble and Garrett here tonight on Z105. Mercer County leads LCA early in that game, 3-0. That's a baseball game, not a softball, baseball game. That one's over the outside corner. No balls and 2 strikes. And those are some of the baseball games going on here in the area tonight. Boyle did beat Lincoln last night 3-2. Pitcher's duel. That one grounded towards first, and an easy play for Logan Quinn, who will jog lightly towards the first base bag and will beat Levi Doyle there. That's 5 straight set down now by Zachary Stacy, and the 1-out batter is Nathan Doyle. But going back to that story I was telling before the last commercial break, during that light delay last week, C.J. Lynn was talking about that region championship game when Garrett County lost to West Jessamine. It was down in Wayne County. First pitch to Nathan Doyle is a called strike 0-1. I'm getting to the point, Rick, where I can now remember, we're going back 10 years now. I remember being at Wayne County calling that game between Garrett County and West Jessamine. That ball chopped towards second base over its Reeser. 3 easy hops, 2 gone. 6 straight sit down by Stacy. And there were a couple of plays in that Danville-Boyle County game last week where C.J. Lynn felt like there were some check swings that didn't go Danville's way. And so I was talking to him, and he said, I'm just trying to get a check swing to go my way. He said, it cost me a region championship in 2015 when we played West Jessamine. That one's over the outside corner, 0-1. And it's one of those things where here he is going back 10 years and remembering that region championship game, and he felt like a couple of calls didn't go his way, and had they gone his way, Garrett County would have won that region championship over West Jessamine. 0-1 is fouled off. It's 0-2. The 0-2 to Dismukes breaking ball hit him right in his back. Stacy lost the release point there, had him 0-2 and hit KJ Dismukes right in the number 5 in the back of his jersey. That is just the second base runner for Danville tonight. Danville still is hitless in this one. A walk and now a hit by pitch. Danville's got some speed in the base paths, and here's the left-handed hitting Hayden Foster. Danville goes left-handed 2, 3, and 4 in their lineup. Foster, Spears, and Gale all hit left-handed. Here's the first of a trio of lefties outside 1-0.
You can remember back 10 years. I have trouble remembering 10 minutes ago, so what a good memory you have.
1 ball and no strikes to Hayden Foster. That one is over the outside corner, 1-1. I'm not sure, Rick, if you were with me that game down in Wayne County. And I'll remember it, first of all, because it was the region championship game. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss by Foster. It's 1-2. But secondly, the internet access down at Wayne County isn't real reliable.
Yeah.
So we had to basically stand on 1 foot and hold our pinky in the air to make sure we got good internet access to call that game down at Wayne County. 1-2 on its way, fouled off the screen, back behind home plate. Count stays 1-2 on Foster. Wayne County did host the region tournament last year as well. It was a little more reliable there. I think it was Wayne County, at Wayne County. And that was the weekend we had a big storm system roll through. 1-2 is outside, 2-2. And things were working smoothly down there. I remember calling the Boyle-Pulaski County game down there in the first round until just the internet decided to go out for everybody down at Wayne County. There's always problems down there. Throw over to first base. Back in time is Dismukes.
My biggest memory there is driving all the way down to Wayne County and then getting the game called out before we even got to the field.
Yep.
Turn around and go all the way back.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Foster fouls that one off. The left-hand side, a fan from Paint Lick, Kentucky, will chase that baseball down.
Well, he's going to be awful tall if you get up there in that netting.
Yeah, they got a batting cage to the left, which is there, but there's no turf inside of it. 2-2 is on its way. Foster lifts that one right center field and deep. No is over in the right center field gap and chases it down and makes the catch. In the right center field gap, sliding down to his knees for out number 3. Danville gets a 2-out walk, but nothing doing for the Admirals again. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base. We're through 2.5. It's Danville nothing, Garrett nothing on Z105.
It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's Lee's Famous Recipes 3-piece special day. You get 3 pieces of famous or crispy chicken or famous strips, your choice of 2 sides, and a buttermilk biscuit, all just $8.26 tax included. A savings of almost $2. Catch the Danville special, a piece of their famous fish, chicken strip, a side of your choice, and buttermilk biscuit for one low price. Lee's caters at 859-236-8777. The best value every Wednesday is a 3-piece chicken dinner for only $8.26. Lee's Famous Recipe in Danville on South 4th.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
New Jeeps cost less at Bob Allen Motor Mall. Lease a new 25 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo X for only $299 per month for 36 months. $42.18 plus first payment, taxes, and fees due at signing. 10,000 lease miles per year. Lease loyalty required. Stock C25046. Save during the Jeep Celebration event at Bob Allen Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online at boballenmotormall.com.
It's the bottom half of the third. Danville and Garrett County scoreless. There's one of my old high school teammates sitting down in front of us. Lance White played with me. We graduated from Danville back in 2007, and sitting down catching this game right in front of the press box. We are inside the press box of the brand new Golden Lion Field, and here I am, Rick. I walked into the radio station. You were applying sunscreen, and I said, "What do you expect to get burnt in the press box?"
The sun was
we didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm going somewhere with this story. So Rick was putting sunscreen on in case the sun comes through. You know, the windows are open. We have no idea. I've got my sunglasses. We're not going to be able to see sun in our eyes. No need to worry about that here. They have tinted windows in the press box here at Golden Lion Field.
The one question I've got for you is, there's no wind. We're inside. Why did you tape all your papers down?
Yeah, I was actually wondering
why.
About
that. Yeah.
I was doing that while I was doing it. I think it's more of just a habit now for me. Mason Agee, Brady Reeser, Corbin Folger, 8-9-1 for the Golden Lions here in the bottom half of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors for Danville, no runs, 1 hit, no errors for Garrett County. A Logan Quinn single, the only hit of this game. Swing and a miss by Agee. No balls and 1 strike.
We got stock in the Scotch tape or something? Is that why you're using all that Scotch tape?
Yeah, I got to make sure the company's doing well. 0-1 the count to big Mason Agee, who chokes up just a tad on that bat and grounds that one towards short. Over to his left is Foster. He'll handle that one and sidearm it to first base for out number 1. That's now 5 straight set down by Fox Spears, and the 1-out batter is Brady Reeser. Now, we were told in the commercial break the hitting cage was just put in like literally last week to our left. That's why it's not completely finished yet. So they're still putting and adding finishing touches on to this athletic complex here. The football field went up first, and they had their first football game there last year at the Garrett County Bowl. And Rick will give you a trivia question. First pitch on its way to Brady Reeser. Fastball is low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. This is not the Major League Baseball trivia question of the day.
Oh.
All right, so you're still getting that coming. This is just a Garrett County trivia question. Okay? 1 ball and no strikes to Brady Reeser. We'll give it to you after this 1-0. Fastball grounded up the middle. Over is Doyle. Back behind second base. It gets by him. Gets by Foster as well into shallow center field. So that's going to be a single for Brady Reeser. Just kind of worked its way right through the middle. And I'm not sure Doyle has to play even if he makes the play on that one. It was hit so softly. So a 1-out single for Reeser, and that will flip the lineup. And here comes the top of this Garrett County order in Corbin Folger. But, Rick, can you tell me the first football player to score a touchdown on Garrett County's new football field? Happened, of course, back in the football season. It didn't happen in the spring season when they got the football field up, played their first game.
It was a running back.
It was indeed a running back. First pitch to Corbin Folger, right down the middle, 0-1. It was like a 64-yard touchdown run. Do you know who did it?
Oh, man, I'm out of football season now.
Remember, there were 2 Garrett County running backs.
They always have great running backs.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about from like our fantasy football thing that we do every year.
I know I'm out of season. I told you I had trouble 10 minutes ago, let alone back last season in the fantasy draft.
Swing and a miss 0-2. Well, the only reason I remember, I was just like looking up information yesterday and today on the baseball field, I should say, and I read Mike Marcy's article on the football field and the athletic complex going up around it. No balls and 2 strikes. That one is high and outside 1-2, back from when the football field made its debut, and he had in the article who scored the first touchdown. I believe it was a 64-yard run by Cameron Peak.
I'm going to guess Cameron Peak.
Great guess, Radio Rick.
Thank you.
What a stellar guess.
Yes.
1-2 on its way to Corbin Folger. Runner at first base is Brady Reeser. 1-2, grounded weakly in front of the plate. Spears is off of the mound. He'll have to hurry, go to first base in time. Folger's out, and Moody comes off the bat quickly and makes sure that Reeser stays at second base. That's a 1-3 fielder's choice. To second goes Reeser, 2 gone here in the bottom half of the third for Jaden No.
Folger did the same thing. He did a head-first dive at the bag at first trying to get there.
Jaden No laid down a beautiful sacrifice bunt back in the first after Folger reached on a leadoff walk to begin the bottom half of the first. But after a Quinn single, Spears got a 4-3 double play, and that's been really the only threat for Garrett so far up until this point. Need a little 2-out magic here from Jaden No. From the stretch goes Spears, first pitch to No. Big breaking ball that loops high and tight. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Boyle leads it 1-0 over Lincoln County, bottom half of the second. Caleb Branham double scored Cole Jarnigan in that game to give Boyle County a 1-0 lead there in the second inning. That one being played at Lincoln. 1-0 was in there, 1-1. Mercer continuing to pile it on LCA. Well, they led 4-0. Now LCA getting back at Mercer County, 4-2 that game early on in that one. There in Mercer County. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner at second base, 2 gone. Bottom half of the third as Spears is 1-1. As outside, it's 2 balls and 1 strike. This is the 54th all-time matchup since 2002 between these two teams, Garrett County and Danville. First 51 head-to-head matchups. Danville led the series 43-8, but it's been more Garrett County over really the last 3 or 4 years or so between these two. That ball hit well, but well foul. Back towards Danville's side. A fan from Danville, Kentucky chases that baseball down, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. We mentioned, Garrett swept the season series last year versus Danville and scored 20 runs in one of those games. And, they obviously lost in yesterday's game, but since really the last 2-3 years or so, Garrett has played Danville really well. That one's inside, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Did you see that DK on the Danville fan's hat? Is that why you got it from Danville?
Mm-hmm. Full count 3-2. To Jaden No on second base is Brady Reeser. Spears delivers the 3-2. That ball hit towards short on 1 hop. Hayden Foster will make the play. A couple of hops over to first. He threw it over Moody's head. It bounces off the screen in front of Danville's dugout. And with Brady Reeser getting it around third base, he'll slide in safely. And Garrett County takes a 1-0 lead on an error by Hayden Foster, which allows Reeser to score from second.
Garrett County just scored. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com.
That's something that plagued Danville so badly last year, their defense, and they struggled so much defensively that C.J. Lynn put them in the offseason through ground ball camp, where he just hit ground balls at them for an hour or 2 at a time. And he said it helped essentially early on this year, but there's an error on Hayden Foster. Throw to first base, and they got him picked off. Moody fakes a throw to second, now will race down Jaden No and apply the tag back behind him for out number 3. But Garrett County takes the lead. A ground ball to shortstops, mishandled by Danville. It plays Brady Reeser. We're through 3. It's Garrett County 1, Danville nothing on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
Every kid's dream is to play in the big leagues, and luckily for your kid, he has a great way to accomplish those dreams at the Morris Baseball Academy. Coach Paul Morris played professionally in the Twins, Dodgers, and Angels systems, and as the head coach, he won more than 500 games, 4 regional titles, and a state Final Four appearance. He's worked with 7 different kids who would later be picked in the Major League Baseball draft, and their summer ball teams have won state and national titles. The Morse Baseball Academy, Stanford Road in Danville, 859-326-1131 to schedule a lesson.
Electricity helps keep our modern lifestyle going. But if the electrical system in your house is outdated, you may be headed for trouble. Watch for these symptoms of electrical problems: replacing fuses or resetting circuit breakers frequently, switch plates, outlet covers, cords, or plugs that are warm, cut, broken, or cracked insulation on electrical wiring. If these symptoms are present, you need a safety inspection by a licensed inspector. To learn more, talk to your electric cooperative.
And that's Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Top half of the fourth, Zachary Stacy, the happiest man at the ballpark. He has a 1-0 lead as he stands back on top of the mound to begin this top half of the fourth, and he'll work against Fox Spears, Wyatt Gale, and Dyron Moody. That's 3, 4, and 5, a dangerous part in this Admiral order, and a 1-0 Garrett County lead. T. Ellis, the head coach of Garrett County, won his 100th game last year in the 12th Region quarterfinals in a win over Somerset. 85-70 is what I have his overall record at Garrett County. Of course, he had a couple of years at Lincoln County, and one of the most improbable 12th Region runs that I can remember was led by T. Ellis in that 2017 season at Lincoln County. First pitch is over the outside corner, no balls, and 1 strike to Fox Spears. And 2017 Lincoln County Patriots team went into the 12th Region tournament with a 12-18 record. Sorry, went into the 45th District tournament with a 12-18 record. T. Ellis was the head coach of the Patriots then. That one is low and inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Ended up beating Danville. That tournament was at Danville. The 45th District tournament was that year. Beat Danville by a 10-run roll. They lost to Boyle County in the district championship, but because they won the first round game, they qualified for region. That one fouled off of Spears' leg. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lincoln County then proceeded to beat Somerset and Southwestern the first 2 rounds of that 12th Region tournament that year in 2017. Matched up with Boyle County again in the region championship. Boyle did beat Lincoln County that year to advance to the state tournament and win the 12th Region championship. But T. Ellis there, Lincoln County, that year in 2017 that almost led the Patriots to a 12th Region championship with a losing record. Swing and a miss is off the outside corner, and Spears couldn't hit that one. He's down on strike. Strikeout number 3 by Zachary Stacy. 1 up and 1 down. Top half of the fourth. And that'll bring up Danville's catcher, Wyatt Gale. Garrett played a game earlier this year against Rockcastle County where they beat the Rockets 3-2, a game that went into 12 innings. It was on a Friday night, so there was no school the next day, so just let the boys play, I guess. That one is right down the middle with a breaking ball. It's no balls and 1 strike. That 12-inning game, the longest game for Garrett baseball in the last quarter century. The 0-1 grounded up the middle. That one will sneak through into center field for a base hit right by a Reeser, and will die in that outfield grass in front of Jaden No, who picks it up and lobs it back into second base. First hit of the game for Danville, and it's a single by Wyatt Gale. Danville has had 2 base runners before that. Tyler Clarkson's going to run for Wyatt Gale at first base in a courtesy run situation. But it was a walk and a hit by pitch for Danville that had their first 2 base runners reached. So the first hit for them comes from a 1-out single by Wyatt Gale, and here's Dyron Moody. But I went back year by year, Rick, on KHSA's website, back to 2000. First pitch to Moody over the outside corner, 0-1. Garrett County had played a couple of 10-inning games. They hadn't even played an 11-inning game in the last 25 years. They went 12 against Rockcastle County earlier this year. 0-1 to Moody. That one's right in there.
Backed away. I don't know what he was thinking there.
And Moody backing way out of the way, and it's right over
was
the
at
outside corner.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was inside.
Pretty good pitch by Stacy. No balls and 2 strikes. Clarkson off of first base. The 0-2 to Moody way outside. That's 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. Clarkson off of first base. Garrett 1, Danville nothing. Top half of the fourth. 1-2. Hammered left field line and foul. Well, Moody jumped all over a Stacy fastball, but was way out in front of it, and count will stay 1 ball and 2 strikes as it goes bouncing down that left field line. Tyron Moody got the slide mitt in his right pocket and a big black towel that hangs from his left pocket down back behind his kneecap. The 1-2 on its way. Moody hammers that one towards left center field. No, gives chase near the warning track, reaches up, makes the catch, and now Clarkson has to retreat and go back to first base, and he missed second on the way back. They'll throw back to first base in time, and they got him. I don't think it would have mattered anyway because Clarkson missed second. They would have appealed back to second. He would have been out, and Clarkson had no idea where the ball was, got caught up, and ran about halfway to third base before he realized the ball was going to be caught. Danville turned a double play earlier, and now Garrett County turns one back on their 45th district rival. We're through 3.5. It's Garrett 1, Danville nothing on Z105.
Mike Gay here. Everyone at SD is cheering for our local high school teams this season. We're proud to be a sponsor and are rooting for your success both athletically and professionally. Good luck. Have a great season. And from SD in Harrodsburg and Danville, we're behind you all the way. For more information about our commitment to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place and learn more about our job opportunities, visit sd.com/careers. That's ESSITY.com/careers. sd.com/careers.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loans subject to credit approval.
Hi, this is Laura at the Garrett County Public Library. If you have children ages 0 to 5 who live in Garrett County, you can sign up for Dolly Parton's Imagination Library through the Garrett County Public Library. Visit our website at garrettlibrary.org for more information, or come visit us on the square in Lancaster.
Garrett County and Zachary Stacy, Danville, and Fox Spears are duking it out here on a beautiful night for baseball from the brand new Golden Lion baseball field. Fox Spears finishes up his warm-up tosses, and we'll get the bottom half of the fourth underway. That'll bring up Logan Quinn, Zach Stacy, and Hans Mobberly. 3, 4, and 5. Danville had a runner on first base and 1 out, and we're doubled up on the base paths. Goes down as an 8-3 double play for scoring with us at home. No runs, 1 hit, 2 errors on Danville, 1, 1, and 0 for Garrett County across the scoreboard. Senior Fox Spears will kick and deliver a first pitch fastball that's grounded right back up the middle by Quinn over as Foster makes the play, throws across his body on the run, and will disperse of Logan Quinn. 1 pitch and 1 out on a 6-3 ground out. For the first out here in the bottom half of the fourth, here's Stacy.
I don't know what mood he's got. It looks like a dish towel or something hanging out of his pocket. And that's a long towel.
I mentioned that when he was batting. He had it in his back pocket when he was batting as well. It stretches all the way down back behind his kneecap. I've never seen a baseball player with a towel in his pocket quite like that. It's like a dish towel. It's almost like a beach towel. First pitch to Stacy. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. It's 0-1. Stacy, 4 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, 3 Ks. He's thrown 55 pitches. The next pitch for Spears will be pitch number 38. The 0-1 on its way. Fastball is over the outside corner or thereabouts. It's no balls and 2 strikes.
Gale does a good job of framing. He brought that glove in real quick because that ball was outside.
0-2 the count as Spears kicks the leg, delivers the 0-2. Low and outside. Good stop by Wyatt Gale. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got a couple of games coming up for you next week as well. We're in the thick of this high school baseball and softball season now. And weather's starting to get warmer as well, and I appreciate that so much. The 1-2. Outside and high, 2-2. We called that game from Danville last week where it was 50 degrees. I think it was 52 at game time.
But it felt like 42 with the wind chill.
20-mile-per-hour wind gust in our face. And, of course, it was 3 hours and 7 minutes long. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball popped up in the infield. Right-hand side. Now drifting towards the outfield. Doyle is out. We'll make the catch in shallow right field for out number 2. Look, I enjoy baseball as much as the next person, but 50 degrees in a 3-hour game for 7 innings, mind you. This isn't a 9-inning game. That's a little excessive.
Yep.
Of course, 25 minutes of that was a light delay when Danville couldn't get their lights turned on.
Not a lightning. A
light delay. Hans Mobberly's 0 for 1. Ground out to third. Back in the second. He'll see a breaking ball. Cut the plate in 2. It's 0-1. By the way, winner of this district this year, if I'm not mistaken, does host the 12th Region Tournament. No balls and 1 strike to Mobberly. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So Garrett County Obviously hoping they win number one, they get to host, but show off this brand new facility to everybody in the
showcase?
Region. Yeah. Mercer County got to do that 2 years ago when they built their brand new field, happened to win the region or the district that year as well, the host region, 0-2. Check swing did Mobberly go. He did indeed for out number 3. So Spears gets Mobberly waving way on a breaking ball off the outside corner. It's only the second strikeout for Spears, but it's a 1-2-3 inning. We are through 4 already. It's Garrett 1, Danville nothing on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
Do you need a loan to start that new home remodeling project? Maybe you are buying a new home or refinancing your existing home. Whatever type of loan you need, Farmers National Bank is here to help you. Getting started is easy. Stop by a Farmers National Bank office in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Liberty, Middleburg, Perryville, and Stanford, and talk to a member of our lending staff. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Some restrictions may apply. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
Together, let's drive at Bob Allen Chevrolet. Lease a new 25 Chevy Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT 4x4 for only $409 per month for 36 months. First payment, taxes, and fees due at signing, 10,000 lease miles per year. Stock M25213. Must have trade and lease loyalty. Bob Allen Chevrolet, located on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
You know what music that's from?
James Bond. What music are you talking about?
Yeah, the coming back music.
Oh, I just like because they're playing music over the PA
No,
system here as well.
we had coming back.
It's 1-0 Garrett, top half of the fifth. It's Live and Let
You're
Die.
right. Yeah, James Bond.
Paul McCartney.
Right. Yep.
Paul McCartney and Wings.
Yep. A little bump music is called.
It's Noah Cross, Dylan Kruger, Levi Doyle. I say the more Paul McCartney or any of the Beatles, the better. First pitch to Noah Cross is swung on and I think fouled off. Either way, it's no balls and 1 strike. Cross, Kruger, Doyle, Cross 0 for 1, struck out looking back in the second inning as Zachary Stacy works on inning number 5. 1 hit, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. That one's over the outside corner, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. I think we need to come to Garrett County and do every Zachary Stacy start. I'm liking the pace of this. The 0-2 is on its way. Outside corner called strike 3. Second strikeout looking on the game for Stacy. Both of those are on Noah Cross. 1 up and 1 down here in the top half of the fifth. That'll bring up Dylan Kruger.
Got 2 good catches. Anderson did a great job of framing that, pulling that back in, too.
Dylan Kruger, the 8th grader who started last year as a 7th grader for the Admirals. He's the nephew of former Danville coach Paul Morris. First pitch to Kruger is high and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. By the way, former Danville coach Paul Morris is the middle school softball coach there at Danville. The John W. Bate Middle School softball coach. 1-0 is high and outside, 2-0.
Would that possibly be because his daughter is at the middle school level?
Yeah, of course, we don't do middle school games. You know, we do high school games here, but I've been told that there's some good stuff coming up on that side for Danville in the softball program. 2-0 is low and outside, 3 balls and no strikes. You were able to, Rick, do a softball game last night, went into extra innings between Boyle and Mercer County.
It was starting. I didn't bring my jacket. I left it in the car.
3-0 to Kruger, right down the middle, called strike. It's 3-1.
It's getting just a little bit nippy out. Just the wind was just picking up.
Kruger, 289, no home runs, 10 driven in, and he will take the free pass as that one misses low and inside for ball 4. Second walk that Stacy has issued in tonight's game, and the one-out batter is Levi Doyle. I can smell the concession stands up here, and they store, I guess, the candy that they sell at the concession stands up here in the press box, Rick.
I wonder why he kept getting up during the breaks.
They got a good selection of candy here. We'll go over some of them here in just a second. First pitch to Doyle. Squares around, shows bunt, pulls it back. Outside corner called strike 0-1. Now, I will admit that I am a sucker for fruity, gummy candy. Like, that's my weakness. Some people it's chocolate. Some people it's coconut, whatever is caramel. Fruity, gummy, chewy things.
I thought you were going to say Fruity Pebbles.
My dentist loves me when I eat fruity, gummy, chewy things. That one bunted right-hand side, foul down the first baseline, turns on the blinker and rolls the wrong way for Danville. It's 0-2. So they got Nerds Gummy Clusters.
And you know you are what you eat. Okay, so you eat Nerds?
I do. Also eat airheads. What does that tell you
Airhead.
about me?
Okay. I rest my case, folks.
No balls and 2 strikes. Runner at first base. For Danville, Dylan Kruger on first. The 0-2 to Doyle. Squares around, shows bunt, gets that one down. Stacy off the mound. He'll glove and throw to first base in time. Kruger stops at second base. Sacrifice bunt for Doyle moves Kruger up to second. And the 2-out batter is the older Doyle, Nathan Doyle. They have blow pops. They have Skittles and Starburst. And they have sour Skittles. And I'm a big...
That's all you see over there?
I'm looking at the fruity gummy stuff.
There is one candy over there that stands up and above everything else.
Yours. I see
and you
yours.
know what it is.
First pitch to Doyle
It's
is over the outside
orange,
corner.
and it's got yellow writing, and it's got chocolate.
Yeah, but everywhere
It's called
shows,
Reese Cups. Come on, man, wake up.
everywhere sells Reese
Get with
cups.
it.
That everywhere sells Reese cups. 0-1 to Doyle, grounded third base side and foul, and it's quickly 0-2. But like you can't go to a concession stand oftentimes and find sour Skittles and Nerds gummy clusters. And for that, Garrett County deserved its own new baseball complex just so they could sell Nerds gummy clusters. Outside corner called strike 3 on Nathan Doyle, and Danville leaves a runner at second base. Stacy strikes out 2 with the 3 outs in the top half of the 5th. And Garrett County will head to the bottom half of the 5th, leading 1-0 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
Mike Gay here. Everyone at SD is cheering for our local high school teams this season. We're proud to be a sponsor and are rooting for your success both athletically and professionally. Good luck. Have a great season. And from SD in Harrodsburg and Danville, we're behind you all the way. For more information about our commitment to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place and learn more about our job opportunities, visit sd.com/careers. That's ESSITY.com/careers. sd.com/careers.
Hi, this is Laura from the Garrett County Public Library. Have you tried downloading free books, audiobooks, magazines, movies, television shows, music, and more from our website? Download Libby, Hoopla, and Canopy to check out free digital materials. Visit our website at garrettlibrary.org to get started.
CC Auto Parts and Service is the difference. We get it. No appointment necessary. Fast, friendly auto service every time. We'll have you in and out, hassle-free. Brakes, engines, and service of every kind. With free pickup and free delivery. CC Auto Parts and Service is the difference. We get it.
Bottom half of the 5th, Fox Spears back on the mound for Danville. He'll work against the Garrett County right fielder Justin Parsons, the Golden Lion catcher Logan Anderson, and DH Mason Agee. That is 6, 7, and 8 due up for Garrett County here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. I knew there was no chance, Rick, in the top half with how quick Zach Stacy works. We wouldn't have time to get to the Major League Baseball trivia question today.
Darn.
So, yeah, I held it for
Come on,
bottom.
Fox. Come on, Fox. Pick it up.
Bottom half of the 5th, as Rick actively cheers to not have the trivia question asked to him. That one's a called strike, 0-1.
I'll get a lifeline, no, Athletic Director Centers. That's my lifeline since he's up here.
No balls in 1 strike from Fox Spears to Justin Parsons. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Swings through a breaking ball that's low. It's 0-2. Major League Baseball trivia question of the day is brought to you by nobody, but insert your business here. We'd love to have you sponsor this segment during our high school baseball and softball broadcast. No balls in 2 strikes. Breaking ball is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here you go, Rick. This player...
Well, I can't see it when you hold the book up
There's a
like
reason
that.
I'm holding it this way. I know how your eyes get shifted.
Oh, no, come on.
There's a player in Major League Baseball history, the 1-ball, 2-strike pitch on its way, lifted left-hand side. Kruger looks up at the Lancaster sky and is situated basically perfectly as the ball comes down into his mitt. 1 gone here in the bottom half of the 5th, and a fly out to left. That'll bring up Logan Anderson. This player leads Major League Baseball in career walk-off home runs. 13 of his, let me give you the total here, 612 career home runs were of the walk-off variety, Rick. 13 of them. First pitch to Anderson is low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes.
So you're trying to tell me he had 612 home runs in his career.
He is also, that's correct, the only player in history to hit a walk-off home run for his 500th career home run. The 1-0 to Logan Anderson is low, 2 balls and no strikes.
It's quiet. His fans are quiet. It's up.
Quiet down, the
Yeah.
crowd down to a quiet
They're down to a
murmur.
hush, yeah.
2 balls and no strikes. A ball hit well towards right center field. Dismukes over in the gap. He'll find the baseball and make the catch in right center for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down, and Spears has now set down 5 straight. Here's Agee.
Let's see if I'm correct. Probably not.
I can give you one more hint.
I don't know if he hit 600 or not, the guy I'm thinking of.
612 home runs for this guy in his career. Is Major League Baseball's leading home run total among batters that hit left-handed but threw right-handed. First pitch to Agee is a called strike, 0-1.
If the guy I'm thinking of, he started out as a third baseman, ended up as a first baseman in DH.
No balls and 1 strike. That one is outside, 1-1 to Mason Agee.
Somebody that I watched a lot, if it's the guy I'm thinking of.
Okay. You going to give us a guess, or you just going to...
Well, it's called dramatic pause.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
come on,
keep on pausing because Spears is going to bring this 1-1 on its way. That ball is blooped towards shallow right field. Doyle is out, makes the catch for out number 3. Rick will get your answer as we head towards the top half of the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors. We'll let the listeners stew on that one a little bit. Our Major League Baseball trivia question of the day. We're through 5. Garrett 1, Danville nothing on Z105.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loans subject to credit approval.
Every kid's dream is to play in the big leagues, and luckily for your kid, he has a great way to accomplish those dreams at the Morris Baseball Academy. Coach Paul Morris played professionally in the Twins, Dodgers, and Angels systems, and as the head coach, he won more than 500 games, 4 regional titles, and a state Final Four appearance. He's worked with 7 different kids who would later be picked in the Major League Baseball draft, and their summer ball teams have won state and national titles. The Morris Baseball Academy, Stanford Road in Danville, 859-326-1131 to schedule a lesson.
Top half of the 6th, Garrett 1, Danville nothing. The only run that's crossed in this one, an unearned run on Danville's side, an error, a throwing error, which allowed Brady Reeser to score from second base with 2 outs back in the bottom half of the 3rd. Now we reach the top half of the 6th. 1, 2, and 3 for the Admirals. KJ Dismukes, Hayden Foster, and Fox Spears. And we know how talented Fox is, and certainly Wyatt Gale behind him. Stacy on the mound, who has worked very quickly, as is kind of his bill, and has worked very efficiently and has pitched well, wants to face Spears only one more time in this game, right? So if he can get Danville 1, 2, and 3, he's going to set himself up really well going into the top half of the 7th. But he's got to get 1, 2, 3. Starts off with Dismukes as he takes outside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Going back to the trivia question of the day, Rick, let's...
Did this player start his career in the American League?
1 ball and no strikes. Ball blooped down the right field line by Dismukes. A little bit late in the fastball. Bounces off the light fixture down the right field line. It's 1-1. He did indeed. But let me repeat it for our listeners at home.
Those of you playing along with us.
1-1 to Dismukes. One's low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. This player, 13 career walk-off home runs, leads Major League Baseball history with the most walk-off home runs in a career. The only player to hit a walk-off for his 500th home run. Dismukes grounds that one up the middle off of Stacy's glove. Reeser is over, backhand play, slides down, throws to first, but late. Good play by Quinn on the backside just to keep that ball in front of him. Infield single by KJ Dismukes. He's on first base, and Danville's got a leadoff base runner for Hayden Foster. He's the only player, or I guess the major league leader, among players that hit left-handed but threw right-handed, 612 career home runs. We got people in the press box who think they have the answer right. So, Rick, you said you think you have the answer. First pitch, high and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. And from the hints you gave me last inning, I think you do have the answer. Go ahead.
This guy started out with the Indians back then, I believe.
1-0's over the inside corner, 1-1.
I think he played with the Phillies. I think he played with the Twins.
White
And
Sox.
He came back, White Sox. And he came back.
You got it.
He came back to the Indians again.
1-1. Foster pops that one foul. 1-2.
I have no idea who it is.
You just happen to guess all the teams
guessed,
right.
Yeah, I just happened to guess.
Lucky guess. You need to go play the lottery, Rick.
I'm going to guess Jim Tomei.
Jim Tomei is absolutely correct. Throw over to first base, and Dismukes is back in time. And we got thumbs up from the other side of the press box. They got the question right as well. Jim Tomei is correct. He and Manny Ramirez debuted. Dismukes goes. Foster hits that one a mile high down the right field line into foul territory. Long run for Parsons. He's
right
over
and
makes the catch against the fence.
Nice
Dismukes could have ran probably around the bases. That ball hung in the air so long, but he'll head back to first base on a fly out in foul territory by Hayden Foster. He's 0 for 3 today, and the one-out batter is Fox Spears. 1995, when Manny Ramirez and Jim Tomei made their debut, and both rookies the year the Indians made the World Series and lost to
Oh, don't tell me.
the Atlanta Braves in that 95 World Series. Throw to first base. It's off of Quinn's glove, bounces down the first base right field line. Dismukes heads to second base, and Danville has their second runner in scoring position this game on an error on Garrett County. First error by the Golden Lions in this game. Tomei hit 337 of his 612 career home runs with the Indians, Rick. Outside, that one bounces off of Anderson's glove, keeps it in front of him. It's 1 ball and no strikes to Fox Spears.
I think, though, in that series, that the Braves cheated because they had tom-toms they were beating in the dugout. So I think
that's what it was?
I think they were signaling.
So there's an asterisk beside the 95 World Series.
Mm-hmm.
Spears grounds that one first base side and rolls foul. Quinn will glove that one, but it's down the first baseline. Foul side, it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Babe Ruth and Barry Bonds are the only players, Rick, in baseball history to have had more games with both a home run and a double than Jim Tomei and Manny Ramirez. A 2-1 grounded towards second. An eats-up razor bounces off his glove into right center field. Dismukes around third base. He'll head for home. The throw is late, and Spears takes second on the throw. We're tied up at 1 on the RBI single by Fox Spears. Dismukes scores from second base, and it was an error that allowed Garrett County's run to score back in the third, and errors contribute to this one as well, which ties this game up at 1 in the top of the 6th.
Danville just scored. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com.
Don't know if you'll count that one as a single for Spears or an error. Either way, the run scores. He takes second on the throw, and, we'd mentioned this is the best part of Danville's lineup. You get in the middle part, you get Spears, you get Gale up there, and Spears makes Garrett's error pay, and now Gale can give Danville the lead if he can find some outfield grass here. The left-handed swinging catcher is 1 for 2 today. He's flown out and he's singled. Spears off second. Gale will take knee high right down the middle. It's no balls and 1 strike.
I like grape knee high myself.
Babe Ruth and Barry Bonds, 107 games each with a home run and a double in the same game. Jim Tomei has 99 in his career. Manny 97. That ball hit to right. It's down for a base hit. Spears around third base. He'll head towards home. He will score easily. It's an RBI single for Wyatt Gale, and Danville has flipped the scoreboard upside down. It's 2-1 Admirals. For Wyatt on the season, RBI number 22. He trails only Fox Spears, who just drove in his 23rd, 1 batter earlier.
Danville just scored. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com. You could say that he was a Fox on the run.
Was indeed there, scoring from second base on that RBI single by Gale. Clarkson will check back in for Wyatt Gale, and courtesy run for him at first base. And here's Dyron Moody. Stacy from the stretch will deliver. First pitch is over the outside corner. It's 0-1. Tell you what, if I'm a pitcher, if I'm Fox or if I'm Zach this game, I'm working about the inner line of the opposing side batter's box, because that strike zone certainly leans heavily that way on both sides. Oakland umpire is giving that outside corner. That one is too far outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Already a handful of games that are finals on the Major League Baseball level today, Rick. Wednesdays oftentimes give a lot of afternoon games because Thursday's a travel day for many of the teams. The 1-1 to Moody. Breaking ball is inside. He barrels out of the way of that one. It's 2-1. Your Cincinnati Reds beat the Marlins 5-2.
Mine.
Not yours. I mean the listeners.
Oh, okay.
I'm just assuming they're all Reds fans. 5-2 Reds over the Marlins today. 2-1 to Moody is high. 3 balls and 1 strike. Noah Cross is on deck for the Admirals. 2-1 Danville leads. Couple of RBI singles for the Ads here in the top half of the 6th. No, Rick, your Cleveland Guardians were losers today.
Yep.
3-1 to Moody is low, ball 4. To second base goes Gale. To first base goes Moody. 3 straight base runners have reached now for the Admirals, and 4 out of 5. And time is called by T. Ellis. He'll walk out to the mound and have a word with Zachary Stacy. Yankees 5, Guardians 1. That's a final, Rick. L.L. Ortiz took the loss for your Guardians.
Yep.
Got him in the Andres Jimenez trade?
Yep.
Is what you said?
Yeah, because it worked through 3 teams, actually.
3-team trade?
Yep.
T. Ellis's conversation with Stacy is a short one. Probably telling Zach, get back to throwing strikes. Mets 4, Phillies 3. That one went to extra innings. Phillies scored 1 in the top of the 10th to make it 3-2, and then the Mets walked it off with 2 in the bottom half of the 10th. Tigers 6, Padres nothing. Braves 4, Cardinals 1. Cross will square around, show bunt, pull it back. It's outside for ball 1. Nationals lead the Orioles 3-0, bottom half of the 2nd. Mariners 1, Red Sox nothing, top of the 2nd. Cubs and Dodgers just underway. The 1-0 cross bunts
nice
that one.
bunt.
Third base side, it's a good one. It's gobbled up by Moberly, who will go to third base
Nice
on a force
play.
out, and they got him out at third. Well, the shortstop Folger was covering third base, and with Moberly fielding, charging into the bunt, Folger came back behind. He covered third. Moberly threw to him, and they forced out the runner Wyatt Gales, courtesy runner Clarkson at third base for the second out. Not often you see a 5-6 fielder's choice, but that's what you get there for out number 2. To second base goes Moody, cross to first base in the fielder's choice. 2 gone.
You don't teach that play. That's instinct.
That one's outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Dylan Kruger is 0 for 1, a ground out and a walk. Rockies, Royals, Blue Jays, Astros, White Sox, Twins, Pirates, Angels. That one fouled off 1-1. Rays, D-backs, Brewers, Giants, Rangers, A's. The rest of the games we played tonight.
NBA playoffs continue.
Yeah, got a couple of game 2s tonight, right?
Yep.
Including your Cleveland Cavaliers, Rick. 1-1 to Kruger. Outside corner, 1-2. I don't even know who the Cavs are playing. Magic?
Heat.
1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 outs, 1-2.
Ooh.
Looking pretty good. Pretty good spot there from Stacy. Same spot. That one got a different result from the home plate umpire. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Danville 2, Garrett 1, top half of the 6th. The 2-2 on its way. That one's low, scoots away from Anderson, bounces up off that turf and hits Anderson in his right shoulder as it bounces back near Danville's on-deck circle. Wild pitch on Stacy moves Moody to third and Noah Cross to second base. Payoff pitch, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the 8th grader Dylan Kruger. As Stacy kicks, delivers, full count, 3-2, grounded foul. Back behind home plate, it'll stay 3 balls and 2 strikes. 5 2/3 for Stacy, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. As he brings pitch number 96 on its way. Fastball is hit towards left center field. It will split the gap and roll towards the fence. It's going to play 2. The 8th grader Dylan Kruger with a 2-run single. Danville scored 4 here in the top half of the 6th. It's 4-1. For Dylan Kruger on the season, RBIs number 11 and 12.
Danville just scored 2 runs. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com.
Moody from third, Cross from second scores, and here's Levi Doyle, who's 0 for 1. A ground out and a sacrifice bunt. First pitch to Doyle, high and tight for ball 1. Boyle 2-0 over Lincoln County. Mercer LCA now tied up at 5. That one is inside. 2 balls and no strikes. You never feel real comfortable about a 1-0 lead, which is what Garrett has had since the bottom half of the 3rd. But the way Stacy has pitched this game so quickly, pitch to contact, got a couple of strikeouts as well. 2-0 is low and outside, 3-0, and has not really issued a whole lot of free passes. And now is on the verge of issuing his 2nd free pass in this top half of the 6th alone. And Garrett was skating around through this game, essentially. That one right down the middle, called strike 3-1. to Levi Doyle. Danville patient enough to hang in there with Garrett County, and Fox Spears essentially matching Stacy pitch for pitch and have broke open for 4 runs in the top half of the 6th. Doyle fouls that one off, and it's a full count 3-2.
Coach Pittman for Danville usually sits down over there, and he's sitting down right. No, he's standing
up. Yep.
Well, it looks like that's right, because he's not very tall.
Coach Pittman's been an assistant coach for Danville for quite some time. New assistant coach is Duran Elmore, who stands to Coach Pittman's left. Now Pittman's walking around to his right now. 3-2 is a cold strike 3 over the outside corner. And Zachary Stacy gets out of the inning, but 4 runs score for Danville on 3 hits, 2 Garrett County errors, and 1 left on base. We have played 5.5. It's Danville 4, Garrett 1 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
Kentucky Select Tournaments, hands down, has the best tournaments in Central Kentucky. Thanks to Kelly and JT Bullock for having tournaments that showcase talent with integrity, providing certified umpires and awarded trophies and rings at all Harrisburg, Shelbyville, and Danville tournaments. Kentucky Select is your right choice to showcase hard work, skills, and talent. For more information, go to KentuckySelectTournaments.com.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Helpful people, free local delivery, mobile app refills right to your door. Visit SuttonRx.com. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on Maple Avenue.
This is Laura from the Garrett County Public Library. We have a brand new bookmobile, and we are ready for new bookmobile patrons. You can pick out books on the bookmobile, or we can bring you a selection based on your preferences. Call us at 859-792-3424 or stop and visit us on the square in Lancaster.
4-1 Danville leads as we head towards the bottom half of the 6th inning. Fox Spears finishes up his warm-up toss as we are live from Golden Lion Field. Garrett County got 1 in the bottom half of the 3rd on an error by Danville, and then Danville returned the favor top half of the 6th, scoring 4 runs on 2 Garrett County errors. And when you look at the line score, Zachary Stacy gives up 4 runs, only 1 of them earned in the top half of the 6th. Now Spears and the Admirals have the lead. It's 9-1-2 for Garrett County, and a big waving breaking ball that would have missed outside. Instead of Reeser offers at it. No balls and 1 strike. Reeser, Folger, and no for Garrett County here in the bottom half of the 6th. As Spears will turn and deliver. Swing and a miss, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. This Garrett County team, 48 wins when you look at 23 and 24 seasons. 0-2 breaking ball, swing and a miss. Reeser down on strikes for Fox Spears. It's strikeout number 3, out number 1, and that'll bring up Corbin Folger. Only 2 other teams in the 12th region have won that many games in the 2023-2024 seasons, Rick. So those 2 seasons combined, let's see if you can name those 2 12th region teams. Garrett County won 48 in the 23 and 24 seasons combined. Folger grounds that one right-hand side, threw into right field for a base hit. Corbin Folger's on base for the 2nd time, his first hit of the game. He walked back in the 1st. He's also grounded out, and now a single towards the right side. He's on first base with 1 out, and here's Jaden No. So 48 wins for Garrett County in the 23-24 seasons combined. Who else do you have? 2 other teams in the 12th region in the 2023 and 24 seasons have also won 48 games.
Boyle?
Boyle County is 1. Who's the other one?
Well, normally I would have said Danville, but they've hit the skids.
Yeah, it's not Danville.
Couple years.
Well, now batter Jaden No grounds one towards short. Foster is over, goes to second, one there on the first late as Jaden No gets it down the line. It looked like he got tangled up a bit with Dyron Moody there as he crossed the first base bag. No's got some burners on him, but Danville does force the lead runner out at second base on a 6-4 fielder's choice for the second out. No is at first now, and the 2-out batter's Logan Quinn.
I think he got tripped over the Moody's beach towel in his back pocket, I think, is what tripped him up.
2-out batter Logan Quinn. Logan's 1 for 2, a single and a ground out. Yeah, so Boyle County's won 48 in the 23 and 24 seasons combined. West Jessamine, the other team.
I was going to wonder about them.
Quinn bounces that one foul, and good effort over there by T. Ellis in the third base coach's box, but gets by him. Bounces into foul territory down the third baseline, down in the left field corner. It's 0-1. Yeah, West Jessamine won, I think it was like 19 last year, but the year before that won 29. So did most of theirs essentially in 1 year. 0-1 breaking ball, high and tight. It's 1-1.
Well, that was a storied program under Jody Hamilton back then, too.
And Jody's
always had them up there.
Owensboro Catholic now. 1 ball and 1 strike. From the stretch, Fox Spears comes set on first base. Is Jaden No. Throw over to first base, and back in time is No. Moody slaps the tag on him for good measure. Four runs, 2 hits for Danville, 1 run, 2 hits for Garrett County. 1 ball and 1 strike to Logan Quinn. Spears from the stretch. No gets a lead. Breaking ball inside. It hit him. His left leg, his front leg, a breaking ball that just tapped him on his thigh. So Logan Quinn will head to first base. No goes down to second base. And now the tying run comes to the plate in the form of Stacy.
Oh, got timeout.
C.J. Lynn, the Danville coach, comes out. It was the ball, I guess, that bounced off of Stacy that nobody went and chased down there in foul territory. So
maybe he's going to go out and have a talk, but
C.J. went and chased that one down. Stacy's 0 for 2, grounded into a double play. He's also popped out. Earns at first and second, 2 gone. Bottom half of the 6th, the Spears will turn around and will chase Jaden No back to second base. Pitch number 62 on its way from Fox Spears. He eyes No a couple of times. He delivers. First pitch fastball hit well towards left field, but Kruger has room, ranges back, and makes the catch for out number 3. Gary gets 2 on. They leave 2 on. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base. We are through 6 full. It's Danville 4, Garrett 1 of the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
At Thoroughbred Express in Danville, they provide an unparalleled service experience with top-quality car washes every day. They're all about building lasting, trusting relationships with their customers who always come first. That's why they've crafted the perfect car wash experience, one that their customers will enjoy for years to come. Thoroughbred Express offers special membership packages, and just for $10, your first month is covered. Enjoy unlimited washes at a great price. Visit Thoroughbred Express today, located on Houstonville Road, Danville.
Intercounty Energy wants you to put safety first when you're working outside. Always look up to see if there are overhead power lines, and be sure to stay clear of them. For safety's sake, always hire a professional to trim trees instead of doing it yourself. Remember, a tree limb cut in the wrong place could fall on a power line and cause you a world of hurt. If you do decide to do the work yourself, always protect your eyes and hands by wearing safety glasses and gloves. Intercounty Energy cares about your safety. Look up, be alert, and stay safe.
Top half of the 7th, and Garrett County's Zachary Stacy, his day is done. 6 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, only 1 earned, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts, 102 pitches. 64 of those are strikes for Zachary Stacy. Did hit 1 batter, faced 26 total, and he gives way to Hans Mobberly, the Garrett County third baseman. It's a straight-up switch, so Stacy goes to third. Mobberly goes to the mound. On the season for Hans, this is his 7th game, all 7 of those in relief work. 16 1/3 innings pitched, 18 hits, 12 runs, 6 earned. Good control, 1 walk and 16 1/3, 11 strikeouts, a 1-1 record, a 2.57 ERA. He will deliver pitch number 250 on the season for him when he faces his first batter. It's 9-1-2 for Danville. Nathan Doyle, KJ Dismukes, and Hayden Foster. This the first pitching change for either team. And we gave you Fox Spears' numbers in the bottom half of the 6th. Fox has only thrown 62 pitches in this game. So his pitch count is way down. Zachary Stacy ends up finishing with 102 pitches thrown. Nathan Doyle's 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. As Garrett County will go have a word with Moberly, and the infield will jog back to their positions. Right fielder Nathan Doyle wears number 20 for Danville, the junior, the older brother of Levi, and he swings first pitch, pops it up, foul territory, back behind home plate and out of play. No balls and 1 strike. Doyle at 200, no home runs, 8 driven in for the Admirals this year. No balls and 1 strike as Moberly will peer over the glove. He'll kick and deliver. Fouled off the screen, back behind home plate. It's no balls and 2 strikes.
And went right off the end of his, I'm not saying anything. Went off the very end of his bat.
0-2 on its way. It's looking like when you look at the 45th district standings, and when Boyle County's in the driver's seat to grab that number 1 seed. No balls and 2 strikes. That one is high, 1-2. They're 3-0 in the district right now. They lead Lincoln County now 4-0 in that game. So looking to go to 4-0 if they finish off Lincoln County. That game in the bottom half of the 5th. 1-2 is outside, 2-2. Double from Branham, a double from Ethan Milburn. RBIs from Milburn, Perry, and Branham in that game give Boyle County a 4-0 lead. The 2-2 on its way. Breaking ball is low. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Nathan Doyle. But Boyle looks, again, poised to be in the driver's seat. Now, they've not played Garrett County yet. They'll play Garrett, I believe, next Tuesday and Wednesday. And if I'm not mistaken, we'll be at both of those games. 3-2 is popped up right-hand side. Shallow right field. Out is the second baseman, Reeser. It's an easy play. He'll make the catch for out number 1. But these, if Danville, obviously, they got to get, 3 more outs. But if Danville does hold on, they would be 2-2 in the district. Boyle would be 4-0. Lincoln and Garrett would both be 1-3 in district play. First pitch to Dismukes is a breaking ball, low, 1 ball and no strikes.
Like
a pretty good one from Moberly, yeah. I've tried to figure out the strike zone today, and I'm still stumped at some points. 1-0, swing and a miss. It's 1-1.
Well, the umpires were all over on that one. He got that one right.
Yeah, that was tough to miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 on its way. That ball grounded up the middle. Too short over left-hand side. Good sliding play by Folger over to first base. Dismukes has got good speed. He beats it out. That's the second infield single tonight by Dismukes. And he stands at first base with 1 gone. There's Hayden Foster. Had an infield single his last at bat in the top of the 6th. 1 here in the top of the 7th. And the junior Hayden Foster will dig in.
Folger just smooth out there. Just slid, got that ball, made a good, hard, strong, accurate throw.
Because that's where Merrick Graham played as well last year for Garrett when Merrick was not pitching. Here's Hayden Foster, 0 for 3 tonight. Dismukes will not go. Faked like he would, and Foster swung through a fastball at 0-1. Every time we had a Garrett game, it seemed like Merrick Graham was on the mound, and I don't blame T. Ellis at all for throwing him as much as he did. And what a phenomenal pitcher Merrick Graham was.
Little guy, too. Wasn't big, but he had a big heart.
No balls and 1 strike. Moberly from the stretch. Dismukes goes. Fastball is outside. Throw it on to second base is a little bit up the line and late. CC Auto Parts stolen base for a KJ Dismukes. The first stolen base of the game for either team.
That stolen base is run by CC Auto Parts and Service in Louisville Road. Get your car running like KJ Dismukes at CC Auto Parts and Service.
Dismukes now a perfect 7 for 7 on the season this year, swiping bags. Danville 46 for 51 as a team. Breaking ball to Foster is a called strike, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Merrick Graham signed to play collegiately with Lincoln Memorial University, and
is that Stanford?
No, that's different Lincoln. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball, Foster grounds one towards first. Pass to diving Quinn into right field for a base hit. Dismukes will round third. Here's the throw from Parsons. It's in time, but it bounced in front of home plate. Dismukes scores. And now the relay throw from second base from Anderson goes into center field and allows Hayden Foster to slide in safely. RBI single for Hayden Foster. It's 5-1 Danville. For Hayden on the season, his 17th run driven in.
Danville just scored. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com.
It was a good throw by Parsons,
Yeah.
but just a little bit in the left-handed batter's box, and Anderson couldn't field it cleanly and then turn back around and try to swipe tag at Dismukes, who slid in safely feet first. And now here's Fox Spears with Hayden Foster at second base and one out. First pitch to Fox is hacked foul. Back off the screen. It's no balls and one strike.
Throwing a lot of breaking balls.
Lincoln Memorial University, I was looking at some of their alma mater, some of the players who went on to play maybe in the major leagues, and there's one player that sticks out that played at Lincoln Memorial University, ended up playing in the major leagues, a relief pitcher by the name of Scott Shields.
Yep. Knuckleball.
0-1, called strike over the outside corner. It's 0-2. Yeah, he had a pretty solid career as strictly a relief pitcher. Now, sometimes, they start as starters, they go to be relief pitchers, or from closer to starter, from starter to closer like John Smoltz or whatever it may be. But Scott Shields was just all relief. That ball grounded right-hand side. That one's through into right field. That's a base hit. Foster rounds third. He'll come home. The throw is mishandled by Anderson. Now Spears heads for second base. He'll slide in. It's a replay of Hayden Foster's RBI single. This one, though, for Fox Spears. It's 6-1 Danville. RBI number 24 for the Danville senior Fox Spears.
Danville just scored. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com.
3 straight singles now for Danville. An infield single by Dismukes, an RBI single to right by Foster, an RBI single to right by Spears. And here's Wyatt Gale as Fox gets his lead off of second base. Wyatt drove in a run with an RBI single, his last at bat in the 6th. First pitch to Gale, hammered right field. That's down for a base hit. Fox Spears will get the green light from C.J. Lim. Parsons' throw is in time, but up the line. Spears slides in safely. Gale moves to second base. It's 7-1 Admirals. And T. Ellis out of the Garrett County dugout as he heads towards the pitcher's mound. And we'll teeing off here on Mobberly. 4 straight singles for the Admirals, 3 of them RBI singles.
And they're just waiting on that breaking ball. Danville just scored. You can score a job now at Nesco Resource at nescoresource.com.
23rd RBI of the season for Wyatt Gale. And T. Ellis is out there talking with his Garrett County players and having a word with Hans Mobberly. This was a 1-0 Garrett County lead. Danville has responded. They've scored 7 unanswered, 4 in the top of the 6th, 3 in the top of the 7th. And I tell you what, there's no one happier than Fox Spears, though there is action in Danville's bullpen right now, which you can't see, Rick, I don't think, from where you do see. Number 20, that's Nathan Doyle. And Tyler Clarkson's out there going to run at second base for Wyatt Gale. 3 straight singles to right, 3 straight RBI singles, and in all 3 of them, Danville's taken the extra base on the throw home that wasn't cut off. Moody over the inside corner. It's a called strike, 0-1. Still just 1 out here in the top half of the 7th. McDyron Moody will dig in, wave that bat over his head. Clarkson off a second. That one's low and outside. Good stop behind home plate by Anderson. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. 7 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors, according to Danville stats. 1 run, 3 hits, and 2 errors on Garrett County's side. 1-1 to Moody. Going low, good stop by Anderson. 2-1.
Don't see any action in Garrett County's bullpen.
Yeah, Mobberly's game right now. See if he can settle down and get a couple of outs. 2-1, lifted left-hand side, way up in the air. Again, playable for Graham, who breaks in, makes the catch. Back to second base goes Clarkson. 2 gone here in the top half of the 7th for Noah Cross. Now, Spears has, again, only thrown 62 pitches, so I wonder if Doyle warming up is just precautionary or if C.J. Lynn will make the change and will go to Nathan Doyle in the 7th. Garrett County will send up 5, 6, and 7, Mobberly, Parsons, and Anderson in the bottom half of the 7th. Cross lifts that one.
Foul.
Third base side, way out of play. Over there, top of Garrett County's dugout and bounces over top of that new batting cage. To our left, it's 0-1. When we did the Garrett and Boyle softball game last week, we had a Garrett County fan say, man, we wish you could come check out our new Garrett County softball field, which you can see the fence and the video board from where we sit. Tennis courts in between the baseball and softball field, called strike to cross. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Football field back behind us, as is the Garrett County High School building. It's actually right down the street from the WRNZ building here in Lancaster. No balls and 2 strikes. That one's high, 1-2. Not too difficult to get a good radio signal here when you can see the tower from the backyard. Walk out the press box and see the WRNZ tower.
You can see it from here?
Well, not right now.
You just said you could see it.
Leave the press box and you could probably see it. 1-2 to cross. Grounded back behind home plate. Count stays 1 ball and 2 strikes.
We was kids, we played ball, and a little foul like that. We had girls that played too. They called it a nipper.
Well,
that was a nipper. Just barely got a piece of it.
1 ball and 2 strikes. From the stretch is Mobberly, the 1-2 on its way. That one's low. Good stop by Anderson. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Anderson getting a workout behind the plate.
Rick, I was listening to the Braves. Who were they playing?
Today?
No, it wasn't today. Who did they play before the Cardinals series? My mind's gone blank. They swept them. Twins. They played the Twins. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. And it crosses down on strikes. But Danville puts up 3 more. And they lead 7-1 going to the bottom half of the 7th. Rick, I'll finish my thought. Coming up in the bottom half of the 7th, Danville 7, Garrett 1 on Z105.
The Garrett County Extension Service is your source for agricultural, family and consumer science, and 4-H programs in Garrett County. The Extension Service offers programs such as soil and hay sampling, food preservation, cooking classes, and a multitude of 4-H clubs. Kayla and Eric encourage you to stop by and check out what the Extension Service can do for you. We are located south of Lancaster on Highway 27. Good luck to the Garrett County High School team. Go Lions!
Now open, Golden Lion Barber Shop, locally owned and operated in the Square, Lancaster, accepting both walk-ins plus appointments. Mark offers haircuts, straight razor shaves, hot towels, and more. Golden Lion Barber Shop is thrilled to serve Garrett and surrounding counties. For your appointment, go online to Instagram or by using the Vigaro app or call 859-304-5055. Best of luck, Golden Lions, from Golden Lion Barber Shop on the Square in Lancaster.
Bottom half of the 7th, it's Danville 7, Garrett County 1. I'd mentioned during the top half of the 7th, if Doyle was warming up, was it precautionary just in case Spears runs into trouble, or would he take over on the mound? It is Fox Spears back on the mound for the bottom half of the 7th. Again, pitch count is way down, 62 pitches, 40 of those are strikes. And so he's nowhere near hitting the pitch limit. It's 125 in a high school game. He's way off of that. He's still 63 away from that. He hadn't thrown half the pitches in the first 6 innings that's allowed in a high school game. So he'll work against Mobberly, Parsons, and Anderson and try to shut down Garrett County and give Danville their 2nd straight win over Garrett County and their 2nd district win of this season. Mobberly is 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout here in the bottom half of the 7th. And Fox Spears holds that glove, a chest high, will turn, kick, and deliver. First pitch to Mobberly is right in there, no balls and 1 strike. So the Twins had their 3rd baseman, and I cannot remember what his first name is, but his last name is Lee, L-E-E.
Mr.
Ball grounded weakly, 3rd base side foul. It's no balls and 2 strikes. And again, I cannot remember his first name, but the story that the Braves play-by-play broadcaster told, his name is Ben Ingram, the Braves play-by-play broadcaster, was that this 3rd baseman, whose last name is Lee, comes from a big baseball family. The 0-2 is low, 1-2. And they named, again, I cannot remember his first name, but they named his first name after a famous baseball player. But they were apparently big Lou Brock fans. His dad was growing up, and he wanted to name his son after a baseball player. Ball grounded towards short. Foster is over on 2 hops. Will sidearm to first base for out number 1. and they said they wanted to name him Brock after Lou Brock.
Yeah.
But that would make his name Broccoli. So they opted to not name their son Broccoli. And I said, I've got to tell that story to Rick because, Rick, you have so much fun with people's names. I mean, I told you earlier today that the Falcons are projected to draft a player from Marshall whose last name is Green, and you said if he had a son, he should name him Gang.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of fits.
So I said, when I heard that, Broccoli, I got to save that story for Rick. 1 ball and no strikes to Justin Parsons. He's 0 for 2 today.
I know a guy named Mitch Green said he had a boy. He's going to name him Gang.
That one is low and outside, 2-0. 7-1, Danville leads. Fox Spears brings pitch number 65 towards home plate. He will kick and deliver the 2-0. Outside corner, called strike. It's 2-1. A fan sitting right in front of us saying the same thing I did last inning, where if I'm the pitcher, I'm working the inside corner of the opposing batter's box.
Or the outside right there. They gave him that.
2-1 is high and tight, 3-1. Game changer I'm watching, a little bit behind on the pitches. That was pitch number 69 for Fox. So this is pitch number 70. 3-1. Fastball is low and outside, ball 4. It's only the second walk for Fox Spears. Hadn't struck out many batters as well. And when you look at Fox's numbers, 27 strikeouts and 25 1/3 coming into this game. So just over 1 strikeout per inning. He only has 3 strikeouts in 6 1/3 here. So that strikeout per inning margin number will go way down on Fox's numbers this year. I'm sure he doesn't mind that at all. Logan Anderson is 0 for 2. Take a fastball in there, 0-1. C.J. Lynn was telling me that Fox is one of those guys where, like, he doesn't care where he plays. He just wants to play baseball. And a lot of guys, they like their position, which is great, but they want to play that position. They're kind of stuck with that position. He said you could put Fox anywhere as long as he's in the lineup. He doesn't care. Breaking ball, outside corner. It's 0-2.
When I played softball, I liked to play first base. You know why? It's closer to run to the dugout.
Well, if you're on the third base side.
Well, that's still closer than the outfield.
Would you rather play third base at that point?
I did once, and I had a root canal from it.
The 0-2, low and outside. Gale makes the stop, 1-2. Yikes.
So that stopped my play at third
Would like a
base.
ball hit you in the face?
It was at Old 6th Street Ballpark in Danville.
Right.
And the throw was coming in, and it hit the seam. I had my glove out. It hit the seam between the outfield, the grass, and the infield dirt.
Oh,
it
yeah.
came up, and it bounced over my glove and hit me right smack in the mouth.
The 1-2. Grounded towards short, could be 2. Foster charges, goes to second, one there. On to first, it's the second double play. Danville's turned, and this one ends at 6-4-3. And the Admirals have beaten Garrett County by a score of 7-1. They sweep Garrett County in the 2025 season and win their second straight. We break it down for you in 3 minutes on your home for Garrett and Danville baseball, the Hometown Radio Network.
At Thoroughbred Express in Danville, they provide an unparalleled service experience with top-quality car washes every day. They're all about building lasting, trusting relationships with their customers who always come first. That's why they've crafted the perfect car wash experience, one that their customers will enjoy for years to come. Thoroughbred Express offers special membership packages, and just for $10, your first month is covered. Enjoy unlimited washes at a great price. Visit Thoroughbred Express today, located on Houstonville Road, Danville.
Intercounty Energy wants you to put safety first when you're working outside. Always look up to see if there are overhead power lines, and be sure to stay clear of them. For safety's sake, always hire a professional to trim trees instead of doing it yourself. Remember, a tree limb cut in the wrong place could fall on a power line and cause you a world of hurt. If you do decide to do the work yourself, always protect your eyes and hands by wearing safety glasses and gloves. Intercounty Energy cares about your safety. Look up, be alert, and stay safe.
The Garrett County Extension Service is your source for agricultural, family and consumer science, and 4-H programs in Garrett County. The Extension Service offers programs such as soil and hay sampling, food preservation, cooking classes, and a multitude of 4-H clubs. Kayla and Eric encourage you to stop by and check out what the Extension Service can do for you. We are located south of Lancaster on Highway 27. Good luck to the Garrett County High School team. Go Lions!
Now open Golden Line Barber Shop, locally owned and operated in the Square, Lancaster, accepting both walk-ins plus appointments. Mark offers haircuts, straight razor shaves, hot towels, and more. Golden Line Barber Shop is thrilled to serve Garrett and surrounding counties. For your appointment, go online to Instagram or by using the Vigaro app or call 859-304-5055. Best of luck, Golden Lions, from Golden Line Barber Shop on the Square in Lancaster.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stewart Powell Ford Mazda here on the Bypass in Danville, where we make buying a vehicle easy. No fast talk, no high-pressure sales, no gimmicks or silly commercials. Just honest deals and a team that takes pride in doing business the right way. For over 75 years, we've built trust by treating our customers like family, offering fair prices, and making sure you drive away with confidence. Stop by today and see just how easy it is to do business with us.
Come to Stewart Powell, we can do business.
Stop in at 225 South Danville Bypass.
Hi, this is Laura at the Garrett County Public Library. If you have children ages 0 to 5 who live in Garrett County, you can sign up for Dolly Parton's Imagination Library through the Garrett County Public Library. Visit our website at garrettlibrary.org for more information, or come visit us on the Square in Lancaster.
Danville breaks through late in this game. 4 in the 6th, 3 in the 7th. They win 7-1 over Garrett County to sweep the Golden Lions in back-to-back nights. 7 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for the Admirals. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors for Garrett County. It is Fox Spears who gets the win. Complete game, 3 hits, 1 run. That 1 run was unearned for Fox. 2 walks and 3 strikeouts, 75 pitches, 48 of those for strikes for Fox Spears in this game. The loss goes to Zachary Stacy. 6 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 1 earned, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Hans Mauberly finished up the game. 1 inning, 4 hits, 3 runs, all 3 earned, no walks, and 1 strikeout. Zachary Stacy, 102 pitches, 64 of those for strikes. Garrett County had just 3 hits in this game. Folger, No, and Quinn are the 3 with hits. They're 1, 2, and 3 hitters. Each had hits. They only had 1 hit last night. So in 2 games versus Danville this year, Garrett County has 4 hits total against the Admirals. Danville got a 3-hit game from Wyatt Gale, who drove in 2. Fox Spears, who got the complete game win on the mound, went 1 for 3, drove in a run. He scored 2. Hunter Foster, 1 for 4. He drove in a run. KJ Dismukes, 2 for 3. He stole a base. He scored 2 runs as well. Again, 9 hits for the Admirals from 6 different players. Dyron Moody also scored a run. Noah Cross scored a run as well. Final score is Danville 7, Garrett County 1, in a game that started at 6:59, ended at 7:40. Time of game, 1 hour and 41 minutes. Our thanks to Jason Wilder on studio controls, Radio Rick, our color commentator, and our thanks to you for listening to The Old-Fashioned Way on Z105 WRNZ FM, or the new-fashioned way, hometownlive.net, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
And thanks to the folks up in the press box, everybody, for the nice reception that we've got here.
Yeah, again, I don't have my schedule for next week, but I know we have a schedule. Do you have it?
I do.
We're going to let you know right now. I know we've got Garrett and Boyle next week, and I know we're doing at least one of them. We may be doing both of them. We'll let Rick
I believe we're doing them back-to-back
Okay,
games.
so that means we'll be here again next week for Garrett and Boyle County on Z105 WRNZ FM.
I would bet your life on it.
Well, don't do that.
Not mine, it's yours.
Thank you.
Let's see. That will be what, the
29th and 30th. Garrett at Boyle, the
Garrett
29th.
at Boyle,
Yep.
and then Boyle at Garrett.
So we'll be back here a
29th
week
and
from
30th.
today, next Wednesday. We'll have that game on Z105.
And thank you, AD Centers, again, for hauling this heavy chair all the way up them steps.
Yeah, appreciate Mark Sinners doing that.
Yes.
We are back with you next week. God bless. Have a great, fun, and safe
I don't
upcoming
think sitting
weekend.
on your lap would look good.
It wouldn't. Well, you wouldn't have done that. I would have either stood or you would
Well,
have
you'd have
stood.
sit on my lap, I guess.
Well, no. We'll see you next week with high school baseball and softball on the Hometown Radio Network.
High school sports on the Hometown Radio Network. Today's game.